Hi everyone! An idea for an activity you could do towards Christmas is to create your own Christmas storybook on Pages. This might be quite good for older pupils to create if they've got a buddy or a younger sibling, or pupils could also just create some books to do some reading with younger pupils. So if you open up Pages and press the plus up the top for a new book, and scroll down to books, so you can either pick portrait or landscape. I prefer landscape for these types of books. You could pick a template that's there, or if you just want to pick a blank book, you could use that. So you'll start with your front cover, so you can decide a title for your story. You could say who the author is. So mine is going to be called Elfie to the Rescue. And you can change the font, the colour, the size of your text, so make sure that you're highlighting the text. If you go to the paintbrush, then you can and press text, then you can change the size, the colour. I'll go for a Christmassy theme. You can change the font. You can have a play about, decide what you like. You can reposition the text, just anything that you want to make it how you would like it. So on your front cover, you might want to change the background as well. So if you wanted to change the background with the text box, again, press the paintbrush, and I think I'll go green. Definitely going for a Christmas colour there. And you could also add a photo that you've got saved, or you might want to, if you're quite creative, draw your own pictures on sketches and then add them in as well. So you can do that. You press this button up here, photo or video, and here's one I've got here. If I add that, so I can reposition that, I can make it bigger or smaller, and put it at an angle, however I want it there. So if you're happy with your front cover, then you can move on to the pages of your book. So if you do pick a blank book, you'll see this, but you can easily click on it and then delete it. And you can add your own text box by pressing the shapes basic and text. So you can start adding the text to your book. You might have one big page with lots of writing, or you might have little text boxes. You can start. Right, and again, you can make sure you highlight it, press the paintbrush, you can change the size of your text, you can change the colour, again, change the font, reposition it, anything you want to do. So I might move my text box up here, I might make my text, might have it angled or position, I might change my background. So again, I might have the green, so make sure you press the paintbrush and go a colour. I'll stick on the green theme for my book. And again, you could add your own pictures, your own sketches, or if you just wanted to add some objects, shapes, you can do that. If you've got an idea for a story but you aren't very confident with typing or reading it out, you could always record your story along with the pictures by adding a voice note. So press the little photo one here, and then we record audio. Press the record. On Christmas Eve, Santa was getting ready to go out. You can preview it so you can hear. Press the record. On Christmas Eve, Santa was getting ready to go out. If you're not happy with it, you can discard it, but if you're happy with it, you can press insert, and then you can move the audio to wherever you want. So if you've got different bits of text, you can move the correct one next to the text that you've got. This might be quite good if your book has lots of different characters in it, and you could record your story and use the different voices of the characters and add an expression. Or if you're not very confident reading in front of others, then you could pre-record it so you're not having to read in front of others. So you can work through your pages. Again, you can delete that, change the background, add colour, add font, change the font, add picture, add different text. If you want to add more pages to your book, press the little plus button down the bottom left. You can just get a blank page. If you want to change the order of your pages, just press and hold the one you want to move and you can move it up. So you can add loads of different things to your book to make it interesting for your audience. So make sure that you save your project. So if you go up to the top where it says blank book, press the little arrow, rename, so call it Alfie Saves the Day. There's that saved. So now you can turn it into a book, publish it into books. So if you click that little arrow again and then press export, and we press EPUB and then export, and we want it to go to books. And then if we go to our books, this is one that I'd made earlier. So there's the one that I've just made, but here's one that I'd made earlier. You can see it's a little book.